Show me
right
show
there.
me the simulator real
Oh,
quick.
that's what
We're
I'm
gonna
using.
we're gonna we're gonna
Oh,
look.
I forgot my.
All right. All right. So since you looked at it now already, we're gonna change it. We're gonna go to another corner.
Cool.
Going to go maybe like to the boot section.
The uphill boot, is that? Sorry? The uphill
No,
hairpin?
we're gonna go. Just fast forward. I'll get you there. Just fast forward. I'll tell you when to pause. Just keep going. 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 Okay, pause. Okay. What's your brake marker for this corner?
There's a tire mark on the white line, just probably about 140, 150.
Okay. All right. So let's go to that specific point and pause it. Pause it at the moment that you get on the brake.
Right here.
Like the moment you get on. Like
Oh,
I want to
actually, I'm
see
doing.
what when
Yeah.
you see 10%, like even less, like when you see 1%, like there's a frame button. The
Oh,
frame
yeah, yeah.
buttons, yeah, that
Is it the
no,
first one or the
that
last one?
one, that one,
Yes.
yep,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. I was
So
clicking the wrong one.
okay,
Oh,
I
wow, I'm going really early on this one.
okay, so frame button forward 1, 2, okay. So what's your brake marker again?
All the way up here.
Okay, so go to
Button.
cockpit
Okay.
view. Go to cockpit view. Okay, so that's your brake marker, right?
Yeah.
But is that really where you're braking?
Nope, not this
Okay.
lap at least.
So there you go. There's another disconnect, right? And if it's off by that much, I can tell you that you're doing this at all the way. Okay, so we'll do one more
That's what I'm
exercise. So
doing.
rewind,
I can
rewind back,
kind of see.
rewind back, rewind
I-
back.
I'm
Uh,
preloading the brake pedal almost.
Okay, but rewind back. Keep rewinding, keep rewinding. We're gonna check out this corner. Pause. So that the next corner, what's your brake marker for this next corner?
I think it's the 100-meter board, the 200-meter on the left.
Okay, so pause.
Is this
What is it?
probably like one? I think I'd be aiming for 150.
150?
Can I? Yeah,
No, you
I'll
can't.
hide my inputs and
No,
then
you
I'll.
can't look. You can't look. No. This is from memory. Because I'm telling
Okay,
you,
from memory.
this itself is an exercise because this shows you
Yeah.
how well your visual image of the track is. Like if you were to
I would
close
say I
your
feel like
eyes,
I'm muscle memory a lot of these.
can you see this?
I'd say the 200-meter board is my brake mark.
Okay, so right at the 200, before the 200, after the 200.
The intent is at the 200, but I'm gonna assume I'm probably starting
Okay,
to
so at the
preload that pedal
200,
at
that's fine.
300.
All right, so let's see. We just pause it and then use the frame button once you get close.
This is visually what I was aiming for. I think this little kind of black mark.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, so rewind back.
so about here.
Okay, so before the 200 is when you're braking, right?
Yeah.
All right. So again, this just shows you that this is how you drive. Right?
Yeah.
You're not quite braking where you think you're braking. So
Yeah.
this is even more important than the other thing that we talked about, where
I do the same thing.
the lighter wheel, right? Or
Yeah.
with death gripping and stuff. Because what's happening is, how can you be consistent when you think you're braking
Yeah.
here, but you're braking somewhere else, right?
100%.
So
This is where I struggle most. I think is like, the thing I notice most about my driving is I
Yeah.
just really struggle with consistency and
yeah,
repeatability.
yeah, and it's because you're not braking at the same spot every time.
Yep.
So
To me, are you sitting too low? What I can
Maybe.
see is just the bottom of my dashboard. I can't see the steering column.
Yeah, I can't see the. Oh, as in the car cam?
Yeah. What are you sitting at from a height perspective?
but I don't think it's the seating position, because even the seating position, because you get used to what it looks like.
But they may help with, if he's looking at one thing and thinking he's braking at one point, but it's actually earlier. It's probably maybe because it's a bit too low, or
Potentially. I've moved it around a few times and it applies to every car because I know I was having issues with the Vantage for the N24.
Yeah.
With its kind of very slim dash or very high dash and slim windscreen. So I was messing around with stuff there. Just
Yeah.
propagated
I mean,
having issues.
how How high is your wheelbase or your screen from your wheelbase? Is it right on it or?
The wheelbase sits maybe 3 inches below the monitor, and I sit with my eye line at basically the midpoint of the monitor.
Okay. Three. That's a lot. 3 inches below
Yeah.
the monitor. That's quite a bit. Like thinking like, because I'm like 2 fingers from the shaft of the SimiCube 2. That's where my.
Yeah, mine's about 3 fingers.
Okay, so I definitely. Okay, so that's not 3 inches. That's probably like 1 inch. One and a half.
Yeah.
It's definitely not 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
It's like
So
2.5. Let's say 2.5.
um,
The top of the wheelbase.
honestly, I don't think that's the problem because you get used
Yeah.
to the view, in my opinion. All right. Now the
Yeah.
view may not be the best, but it is the view that you got, and that's the one you're repeating on. So it's more of a how you're looking at things, in my opinion. Because there's another component to this that I didn't get to yet, is that pull up your inputs, and this goes back to what I was talking to Adrian about, is the order of what has to happen. Okay, and
Yep.
the order when you brake, what is the order? Like what when you're approaching a braking zone, what needs to happen first?
Be on the right line. Get the car straight. Start to apply the brake, and then trail off the brake and turn in.
Yeah, so perfect. Right? This is a perfect illustration that the order of events you don't quite know, because in order to start braking, you have to release the throttle, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And if you look at your braking zones, you're always on the brakes prior to releasing the throttle, right?
Yeah.
So every single time it's prior to releasing the throttle.
Yeah.
And that,
Large overlap.
in my opinion, that's what's affecting more like where you're braking and stuff, because there's the order is not quite right. Like you should be releasing the throttle at this point, at this stage, and then getting on the brakes, and you would brake at the
Yeah.
right point.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to fix that part too. Like, and that is more important than the steering inputs that we were talking about before. You need to get off the throttle. And I'm not saying completely, but you need to at least start
Yeah.
getting off the throttle before you brake. And this is a really bad habit. So you actively need to change this by driving, I would say 20 to 25 minutes, solely trying to release the throttle and then getting on the brakes. Like completely
Yep.
release the throttle, wait 1 second, and then brake. And it's not about lap time. It's about just
Just
doing
the muscle
that.
memory.
It's just about doing that and making sure you did it. And you do
Yep.
it. And I'm telling you, 2 sessions of 25 minutes, and that will be improved drastically. And that by itself is going to help your consistency and where you're braking. Trust me. And then
Yeah.
you can start thinking about, okay, how am I steering at the apex? Because right now, how you're steering at the apex changes every single time because it looks like your braking is inconsistent, because of that.
Yeah.
So no point in trying to change that when
Knock-on
there's something
issues.
else
Yeah.
that's causing it potentially.
All the issues are fighting each other, kind of thing.
Yeah. So trust me, do that exercise and it will help you a lot. And right now you probably burn a lot of fuel, much more than everybody else. And you probably
Yep.
also wear down the tires a lot more than everybody else. So just those
Yep.
two things will help you in just your long run pace too. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. That
Yep.
is going to be super helpful. I'll drill those
Yeah, definitely. That's
aggressively over the next couple of days.
cool.
Make progress.
Well, good session, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording for Kevin here. We didn't break down Kevin's lap. We should have broken down Kevin's lap together and just like pick that. Oh, we can
Simpson?
still do it. We can still do it. Yeah. K Dog. It's just for K Dog. I didn't stop the recording. I'm gonna share my screen again.
I had a good lap, but I don't think it really represents the Porsche at all.
Yeah, no, your lap was good. It was about 2 kilometers faster down the straight than the Porsche.
Can I ask you a question while getting that?
Yeah.
So my max force is 36 newton meters.
Okay. 36. And what's your actual strength of the wheel?
20 newton meters, but at 75%.
Okay. 75. Okay. Wait up. Let me load this up here.
Oh yeah. I do have the vet faster in the straight too.
Okay, so let me see. So you're at 75% of You have a VRS as well?
No Fanatec. Some mobile